Take it to the... We're looking good, love. Looking good. Right, so here we go with another info blog for Natural Anami on Thailand. So we're here now. Okay, so this video is a cost of living video for Thailand. I'm gonna break down all the costs for me that I have a budget for myself. I wouldn't say that it was the most minimal budget, but definitely a nice budget for me and for the type of life that I wanted to live in Thailand. There are so many options based on your own specific budget and how you want to live. So I definitely recommend taking this with a grain of salt. This is just how I personally chose to live my life while in Thailand. So the first one, rent. Rent was around $500, 17,000 baht for my first house in Thailand. That was a 3-bedroom house, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It was in a gated community, had a full-on sauna, like clubhouse with sauna, a nice saltwater pool, it had a park, security all day long. It's called a Maiban. That's a term for the neighborhoods in Thailand that are gated. Some of them do not always have the security there 24/7. Mine did. That was for about $500. I think like $530 or somewhere under $550. The second house I lived in was $190. This is all USD unless otherwise stated. So $190 or 6,500 baht, which is very cheap. It was in a local neighborhood. It didn't have any of the bells and whistles, which is fine with me, but it was very walkable. There was no washer and dryer, but I did have one directly right across the street, which was nice. My spot was it had a Thai kitchen. So a Thai kitchen is a kitchen that's not in the house, and also they can range from like a full-on kitchen, even though it's not in the house, or it can literally just be like a wash sink that you would see like a caterer or something set up. So definitely be mindful of those type of things. If you want to know more on house hunting in Thailand, I do have a blog up that I kind of go into detail on what to look for and things like that, so I'll include that in the comments or in the description below. But yeah, so 3-bedroom house with 3 baths or 2.5 baths really. Had a full, it was very spacious. It was modern style. For me personally, it was getting very sterile. I wanted something more like Thailand feeling, which was my second house. But if you are just wanting to live in Thailand or you need a little bit more, definitely look into the neighborhoods and especially the gated communities. They usually all have nice facilities and are generally pretty modern looking houses, and it was very nice. It was a nice setup. Definitely giving luxe vibes. My utilities were about $100 per month. You do have to pay for your own water, trash and electricity. Water was very cheap. It was like literally $25 a month, maybe even less depending on what you're using. For electricity, that is one that you want to plan for to double out of nowhere, because it is operated by the government and they will raise it up, hike it up ×2. When I was there at first, it was like $50 for the big house, and that was with using air conditioning and everything. And then by the time I left, it was like $200 and something. Like I can't even remember what the bill was, but I was like, no fucking way. I literally told my landlord, like, you need to contact them and let me know what they say, because there's something wrong here. Turns out everybody's went up because the government was for Wi-Fi. I paid about $50 a month for like the top tier Wi-Fi. That was I'm sorry. It was 1,000 baht, so that's like 28 bucks. But anyways, yeah, so for utility and everything, I just put out $100 and let whatever is left over roll into the next month's bills. In the neighborhood, they did come by and pick up trash, and you just like pay 3 months ahead, which I think was like $10. And then they had like little trash bins that open up to the street, so garbage can people just come around and they just pull it out of the trash door. So that was pretty cool. My phone plan was $50 a month for unlimited data. That was through AIS. You can also use DTAC. I don't know how much the plans were for that. And mine did not include a number. I have my T-Mobile number still, and I just keep that because the T-Mobile plans cover a lot of different places internationally, and it's only about like 5 gigabytes, but it covers me so that I don't have to really worry about what I'm doing when I get to a new country. With that being said though, there is an app called Airalo, like this. And they cover a lot of different countries: Hong Kong, France, UK, India, Canada, looks like no Latin America countries. Let's just for kicks see if they have one in Costa Rica. Oh, they do cover Costa Rica. It's like a third-party app. You could just buy what's called an eSIM right through there. Pro tip, I also mentioned this on my blog for something. I don't know, it's on one of my blogs. But you will want to make sure that your phone is paid off. You cannot have a lease and be out of the country and use a different SIM card. When you have a lease on your phone, like when you pay monthly and you don't technically own your phone, they lock your SIM so you can only use that SIM. So if you have Verizon, you can only use Verizon. If you have T-Mobile, you can only use T-Mobile. So make sure that you handle that beforehand, because you will get there and be really pissed off. You can buy phones in Thailand, obviously. They're super cheap. I've seen iPhones straight out the box for like $400. So anyways, yeah, phone plan, $50 a month, unlimited data. That was through AIS specifically. I don't know about the other ones. Go search them up. I know there's DTAC. Outside of that, not sure. So for food, this is completely dependent on you and what you like to eat, how you like to eat. I personally live a mostly vegan lifestyle, like 90%. So my food, when I go out, is gonna immediately be more expensive. I also have Wilder, and she eats basically the same amount as an adult, maybe more. My food budget is like $350. It also accounts for me eating out. I'm always at like a cafe, usually on a daily. I like to eat, so I will spend as much as I want whenever I want. Completely up to you and how you eat and what you do with your lifestyle. But for me, I did $350. You can go to the grocery store, which I would make like a weekly trip to the grocery store, and spending 1,000 baht at the grocery store is crazy. Like, that is a lot. That's a lot of food or items or whatever. You can go to the market and you could spend like 300 baht on a full like 2 tote bags of vegetables and fruits, and that's only $8. 300 baht is $8. 1,000 baht is only $28. So you can really get a lot, and you can, if you want to dial it down, if you don't want to eat out, it's completely up to you what you want to do and what you make of your food budget. If you like coffee specifically, I would get my coffee for 80 cents, and that's definitely on the cheaper side. You can definitely get your coffee for $2. So yeah, it could be very cheap. It could be also be more expensive. Depends on your taste buds. So transportation. My scooter was 2,400 baht a month. That is foreign prices. That's foreigner prices for sure. If you can find a hookup, you can definitely get it for way cheaper. 2,400 is the cheapest that I found it for, which is $70 in USD. I would drive wherever I wanted around the city, as much as I wanted, be gone every single day. And my gas was 145. It was 145 baht to fill up my tank, which is only $4. So less than $15 and you are good for the entire month. Like, less than $100 and you have your entire setup. If you don't have a scooter and you're taking grabs everywhere, your grabs are gonna be around 150 baht. You can also do Bolt. I mentioned that in the know before you go. Bolt is a little bit cheaper. You can get a car for like 70 baht, which is like $2, but that's to and from to wherever you're going. So $4 a day, you know, what's 4 times 30? That's 120. That's not a bad deal. But $70 and you can go where you please and go as much as you want. So definitely recommend getting a scooter. If you want to know how to get your driver's license in Chiang Mai and also some tips about driving in Chiang Mai, head over to naturallynami.com because I have 2 blogs on driving and getting your motorcycle license in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Very inexpensive, easy process to take care of. Do it. You know, it's fun. It's really, once you get on a bike, like, you'll see it's really nothing crazy. This next one is for the mamas, the parents, the papas. Daycare. Daycare. If you are watching this and you're from the States, you're gonna cry over this. Like, you're gonna cry. Daycare for me was $190 a month. That was part-time. I was going twice a week, 6,400 baht a month. Daily it was 800. You could do a half day for, I think it was like 500. So of course I did it a full day. But yeah, $190 per month. That was through Egg Tots, which is a really good school. They also have a preschool. They have 2 different options. They had like a really awesome playground for them to play in. They're like Montessori based, so they did a cooking class, garden, they did crafts with the kids, take care of nap time, they have like a trampoline on their property and like a big racetrack, lots of bikes, and all the teachers were super nice and super helpful. Well, they literally loved it. But yeah, that was $190 per month, so very freaking cheap. So the total budget for me was $1,000 a month, which is 34,000 baht. That doesn't include like day trips, which you can take a day trip for 1,900 baht, $54, and that includes transportation. Sometimes it includes a meal, usually water, etc. 1,500 baht, you could go see elephants and things for 40 bucks, cheaper probably even. Spa days, you can go get a massage for 300 baht to 50 baht. 50 is $7. You can get your nails done for 1,000 baht with acrylics for 28 bucks. Cheap. We went to the Lux Theater where they have the reclining seats for $650. That was for 2 seats. That's $18. That's 1 ticket in the States. And that included free popcorn. With all of that being said, $1,000 is really doable per month. You can definitely get that down, obviously, as I explained. But you want to make sure that you have a decent amount saved up. Like, I would say, just from my own personal experiences of having to leave the country and do crazy things on a moment's notice, like, I would keep at minimum $2,000-$3,000 in your bank account, USD, just in case. A visa is going to cost you $700 to like $1,500, depending on the duration and which visa you go through. Visa runs, border runs, that can all vary. You can hop over to the Laos border for $200 for a weekend and do a border hop. They also have agents and transportation services that will take you for way cheaper than that too. Oh, travel insurance. Don't be traveling around without travel insurance. Safety Wing is a great travel insurance company. It's $45 USD per month. This is not an ad, but Safety Wing, hit your girl up. Yeah, $45 per month. It's me with Wilder included, and it covered everything. It covered accidents. It didn't cover motorcycle accidents. You have to get insurance for that actually. But it covered like regular accidents. If we got sick, hospital visit, all you do is submit a claim and they send me the money. Like, very easy. Delays in travel, if your flight gets canceled, if your bags get lost, it covers everything. There's like so many different avenues for it. So definitely make sure that you get that in there too, because travel insurance is very important, especially when you're out of the country. You never know what can happen, and for $45 a month, like, come on, you can pay that. It's fine. But yeah, that's about it on my cost of living for Thailand. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Check out my blogs on naturallynami.com. That's in the description below. You can also find me on TikTok and on Instagram, Nami Hewitt. Please like and subscribe so I can get my channel monetized. I'm trying to make the money, trying to make the money, trying to make the money. Okay, thanks. See you next time.